What's up guys, it's me Smoke, and today we're gonna show you 2024 600 euro build. It's a budget premium kind of build. It's for my friend. He's the PlayStation 4 still user and he asked me can I do it something for him better than PlayStation 5 and in kind of budget of PlayStation 5, so around 550-600 euro. And I came with the alternative with the PC components, what was costing around 1350-1400 euro back then, so around two years ago. And we have quite decent components for these days, because I came to the 605 euro budget and I closed the build with this budget. So 605 euro, what we get for 605 euro if we would like to get second-hand hardware these days, because of course you're not gonna get that kind of hardware, more fancy hardware in that price. This is the Strix X570 e-gaming Wi-Fi 2 AMD socket AM4, and this is the platform for the DDR4 with the PCI 4.0 gen for the M.2, PCI 16. It have the lots of extras on the motherboard. This motherboard cost around 320-350 euro back then. Paid for this motherboard 100 euro inclusive delivery. So we're gonna test this motherboard today. Processor, wait a sec guys. Processor, what I'm gonna use, the CPU is a Ryzen 5 3600 without X. So it's 665 watt TDP, 35 megabyte cache, 4244 I think the clock. So it's a 6 core 12 threads, quite a decent CPU for the gamer, for the sim racing and other kind of ultra gaming driving games. And of course all variety of the other modern games with this kind of CPU. 6 core for the gamer is very good choice these days. So Y36, because it's in very good price right now, they are around 85 euro brand new, but we get for 50 inclusive delivery, and have already fan included inside. Oh my god, I'm sorry. We're gonna cut that. No, I'm just kidding. It have already the fan included, so we save also money on it. We don't need for that build 240 IO liquid cooling for the CPU. We could use that if of course we go over budget, but the budget was strict 600. We go 605, so I still think it's a good decent price for the PC components. The fan is of course new. I don't think so. Somebody used it. If you use it, probably for the very short time. Okay, so this is the CPU, and of course we bought this for 50 bucks, 50 euro. Yeah, the pins look fine, so we should be fine too. Okay, so this is the CPU for that motherboard. It's a 6 core DDR. We go into the DDR. Next is DDR. We choose 32 gigabytes, 2x16 for the second slot and fourth slot, of course. Always when you're gonna make the motherboard, you do it installation second, fourth, and then later when you have more of them, then you're gonna stick it to the other spaces. But this is the 3200 megahertz, 2x16 gigabytes, so total 32 gigabytes. C16, the latency is quite okay. C14 gonna be better, but C16 is also good. So 32 gigs gonna be really good also choice for that motherboard. Next for the components, we're gonna go with the M.2. I go with the SN77. We get this one for 95 euro normal price is around 130, so still decent price for 2 terabyte M.2 with the speed over 5000 megabyte writing and reading speed. Yeah, so this is good M.2s. We're gonna put in here, and we're gonna just pop it in here into that slot. So in the budget build, 2 terabyte fast M.2, 32 gigs RAM, 6 core, decent medium high range motherboard, because that was the medium price range. Of course, we have more expensive motherboards than 350 back then, 700,000 euro to be precise. Yeah, very good choice in my opinion for that kind of price, 100 euro. Memory was 45. We paid 45 euro, so for 32 gigs, 45 euro inclusive delivery was decent price, and that was 95 euro. Yeah. Now we're gonna go to the GPU. GPU is 3060 Ti. Is quite good choice because it's almost performance-wise like 3070 RTX with the CUDA and the other cherries inside. So 3060 is okay, but Ti is that more if you can get that GPU, it's more recommended for sure. It's gonna bring you more performance in the 1440p, and if you're gonna even try the 4K, you can try it. Yeah, of course. Some games gonna go really smoothly and nice. Some games they're not gonna handle that well the 4K. But 1440p, yeah, it's recommended GPU. 200 euro for that GPU. Normal shop price around 375, 37 I think these days. So around 50% cut on that GPU. Yeah. Okay, next component. What we're gonna get is power supply, and power supply is Cooler Master MWE Gold 1050 fully modular V2. The shop price range around 160 euro, something like that. I think $160, 150. I don't know if they on the US market, but on the EU market they 160, 170 euro. And this one unit is almost like just, oh, I have in here a bit of scratch in here, but still fan is just clean, it's quite decent. That unit was 65 euro, so 65 euro for the 1050 watt power supply is really decent price. Sorry, I'm gonna just put this side there. Okay, so power supply is fully modular, so I'm gonna use only the cables for the build what I'm gonna need, nothing extra, no spaghetti, no macaroni, and no colorful rainbow today. Just bless those, I love it, you know. Okay, power supply, also this two version have also extra adapter for the PCI Gen 5. If my friend would like to upgrade later for the better GPU, let's say 4070 Ti, he can do it that easy with that power supply. So it's quite cool to have that also adapter, because the generation, yeah, always going down with the price with the time, of course. So it's really cool to have that as an optional, yeah, for that power supply. Okay guys, so we have most of the components right now, and it's goddamn summer, is very hot. And I have the studio lighting in here, so the case, what we're gonna use is gonna be Montech 1000R Premium. Okay, it's going. This is Montech. Okay, Okay, so this is Montech 1000 Premium, R1000 Premium exactly, and this case, I can just do it a bit of, yep, okay, this case have tempered glass on the side, the one tempered glass front panel with the intake on the side panel, and also the mesh panel on the front if you would like to have extra different look for the design. So inside of the case you can expect 3 times 140 on the front. I'm gonna demonstrate that later when I'm gonna build, and 120 on the back, ARGB also. So the case have extra 4 fans and also the controller for the ARGB fans. If you like disco, you're gonna have the disco in the budget price, because this case normally is around €80, $80. I don't know how much exactly in the United States. You can always correct me. And this is quite good budget premium case for €50, because my friend gonna get that one from me. This is his first PC, and yeah, I get for him that for the also better price, that case. So everything we just cut it with the prices. Normal that build is around €1,400. We spent 605, and let's go for the build right now. I'm gonna show you how we're gonna connect all the components and how the system for the €600 what just gonna smash the PlayStation 5 gonna look like. Okay, let's do it. Okay guys, we have motherboard right now. We're gonna use the CPU. First of all, what we want is a anti-static mat. I'm not gonna use the grounding today, and of course you need the thermal paste. And I'm gonna use the spoon. You can do it the dot, of course. I'm gonna show you the dot technique, and I'm gonna show you the spoon technique also, the two techniques here. Which one is more recommended? They're both good. I'm using the quite small spoon for that, so I can spread nice surface. So okay, we have this. We're gonna open the motherboard. The motherboard, what is recommended also, pre-test of motherboard before the installation to the case, so you're not gonna have the quiet surprise at the end when you're gonna start booting the system and something not gonna work. So first of all, we're gonna apply all the components what is needed, and we're gonna start the motherboard without the case. So it's pre-test for the all components right now, if they're gonna boot and gonna be fine. So we're gonna open the CPU. Maybe we can clean it a bit, that CPU. For that I'm gonna use the isopropyl alcohol. So it's just alcohol for the cleaning. And just pop a bit on the piece of paper. Of course, if you have a kind of microfiber or special thing for the cleaning the surface, is also recommended. This gonna make a also job. Shouldn't explode, shouldn't do anything. Just a bit clean the surface. So you can see we took it already a bit of dirt from the last paste. This AM4 sockets, they go in this way, and they should have some corner, and the corner is in here, so it's going like that. And we clip it that, and now we have the CPU installed. Next, what I'm gonna do is gonna be fancy bouncy fan from the AMD, so the stock cooler. Remember guys, we're going budget, so not all the components are super cool and fancy. You wanna just have better stuff than PlayStation 5, and for sure that's gonna be better perform. Also, we're gonna clean the surface in here with the isopropyl alcohol, just a bit on the surface. And clean it up. This is quite dirty, like you can see, so maybe a bit more. Yeah, it's look better. It's enough. You can make the mirror polished if you want. I'm gonna do it just clean up today. Okay, so we have fancy bouncy fan, yeah. What we're gonna do with this one, we're gonna remove this bracket in here, because this is the mounting bracket for IM4, and then we're gonna apply this fan onto that position. But for that one I need a screwdriver, yeah, screwdriver. One from the Be Quiet, it's quite nice one. Okay, let's remove this one. I could use this mechanical tool, but we're gonna do this today with hands. Not everybody have screwdrivers, mechanical screwdrivers, so we do it with this one. Okay. Yeah. It's going, it's going. It's not going. Okay, so bracket is out, and now what we're gonna do, you wanna keep it the back plate from the motherboard at the place, because on that position we're gonna just go with a fancy bouncy fan. But first, of course, you need a thermal paste, and the first application of thermal paste is just the blob. So you do it one blob in the middle, it's look like that, and then you're gonna squeeze it with the CPU. Sorry, with the fan for the cooling CPU. And the positioning gonna be, since if we're gonna mount this way, we're gonna block the DDR. So the positioning gonna be to the left side, remember guys, yeah? I already stick a bit of paste. Right, just battery went down. So the second way of application is just spread that paste, but I need a bit more that time. All around the surface of the CPU, and then you just sure, yeah, paste is just everywhere. So you can see it's much more needed in here. It's quite big die, I can't say. Why I choose the AM4 from the AMD. I'm the Intel guy mostly, but the prices with the all CPUs from the Intel, the people want the ridiculous prices, and yeah, the AMD is quite competitive on that side, so that CPU was quite good choice. Okay, so we have quite good surface. We're gonna still press that with a fan, so we're gonna create that side spread, but still I'm gonna just make the more of thermal paste. Okay, that's gonna be enough. So this is how you're gonna prepare with the second way. You're gonna just spread the surface and you're gonna press it with a thermal fan. Okay, so we're gonna go to the left side, as I said, and we're gonna just clip it. Into the position, and then we're gonna go with opposite sides. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this one we can just press it to the end. Okay, so this one is done. Yeah, you're gonna feel the end pressure of the screw, so you don't have to just screw it more. Okay, so this is how it looks like. We have fan, it's factory fan, so this is going on the budget right now. We're gonna hide these cables. And then we're gonna look for the CPU fan. So here is the CPU fan, as you can see, I hope so. And we're gonna clip it for this one because it's first one from the left. This is 4 pin, so 4 pin to the 4 pin. This is clean application of that fan. So if you want a really nice clean, you can just over that screws around and to the bottom here to the CPU fan. When you're gonna finish that, we can reapply DDR. So we're gonna do it the DDR4. One, two. Okay, if you have the 2 sticks, you're gonna use the 2nd slot and 4th slot all the time. If you have the 4 sticks, you're gonna use the obviously the all slots, yeah. So this is the thing with this one. We're gonna choose the right way. Is this one? No, it's this way. We're gonna just feel the good click. That means it's good. Okay, so we have CPU, thermal paste, we have thermal fan, we have DDRs right now. We're gonna install right now also M.2. M.2 application is very easy. That motherboard have already newer technology of clipping. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So pop it this in here, clip it, and it's done. Okay, so we have CPU, thermal fan, DDR, M.2. So pre-installation of motherboard is complete. This is what we're gonna do first. Now we're gonna do it extra pre-test. We're gonna connect the power supply what we have to the motherboard, and we're gonna see if we have the screen and all components from that kind of part working well. Okay, I just got the power supply right now. So we're gonna just connect the cables what they needed for us. I chose for that build only the 24. So 24 pin we're gonna connect. This is 24 for the 10 pin motherboard and 18 pin motherboard, so it's 28 pin in here. And 18 pin to the 18 pin, yeah. So this is 24 pin for the powering up motherboard. We're gonna do it in the the box for it because I have to take it the GPU what we choose. The second cable what we're gonna connect is It's a CPU cable, and this is CPU, CM power supply. Okay, and it's going to just any 8 pin in here right now, because like I can see in here is just SATA and all is 8 PCI CPU, 8 PCI or CPU. So the GPU, CPU connecting to that same slots in here, doesn't matter which one, just on the right side of course. So we have 24 pin CPU power, and then we need the one 8 pin for the GPU. That GPU what we're gonna use is 1 time 8 pin, so I'm gonna use 8 pin to 8 pin CPU GPU slot, and this is the whole complete setup for that computer, for that PC. Yeah, it's quite clean. It's gonna be quite clean because we're only connecting this what we need. So that is the target. Budget, premium, nice and clean. This is the target. Don't make shit. Just make cheap but good. That's the thing. Okay, so we can pre-test that motherboard right now. I'm gonna take the GPU, what we have. Here is the GPU. Winnie, Genie. If you're gonna ask me, do I have the antenna Wi-Fi with me for that set? Yeah, I have, but there's no box for that motherboard. But still, 100 euro was a very good price for that motherboard. And GPU, I need showed for you the. I showed you only the box before, but this is the 3060 Ti Asus OC Dual, and this is V2 version LHR, so was not non-mined because the profit was quite halved, you know, so I don't know, no point for me. So quite good buy, no oxidation, no nothing on the fins. Nice and clean GPU from the guy. Thank you very much for that deal, for my friend, for the budget build. I really appreciate it. Like I appreciate all those parts because the people was very nice, and I have really good negotiation. I'm quite good negotiating person, so thank you very much for those all components. If anybody from you guys watching your budget parts build, you know. Okay. Wait a sec, guys. We have this, we have this, we have this. We're gonna use the box from some motherboard. Give me this one, you know, the crosshair. So we're gonna just pop it on the top. We're gonna connect the 24 pin to the slot. You have the small clip in here, so you're gonna clip it with this side. One. This is the CPU. So 2. If somebody gonna ask me why I'm not using the 4 pin CPU 65 watt, you know, so we're not gonna do any crazy overclocking or something. One 8 pin for the CPU, it can handle 380 watt, if I'm right. If not, you can correct me in the comments below, but it's really enough for that CPU. For sure it's gonna handle, so you can be sure if you're gonna make a similar setup PC with a second-hand hardware as I do, you can be sure it's gonna be okay. Okay, so we have the 8 pin GPU. I have to put on the side a bit in here, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just pop this in here. onto the first slot, PCI 16. Okay, so we have the GPU. I'm gonna connect this one because it's only test run. Okay. And now we need the HDMI or display port. I'm gonna use the display port. Okay, I couldn't find for now quickly display port. I have on the test bench right now connected. Oh no, I have 2.0 HDMI and other HDMI. Okay, so we're gonna just check it with the HDMI. It's okay, fine. It's just only pre-test. We're not checking now the full performance on the monitor right now, but we're just checking if it's gonna boot and if it's gonna work properly with a test run. Okay, I have a power supply cable, so let's connect that one. It's going on the back side. There you go. So okay, do you have the power LED, power button? So these two pins, this is the power LED, the power button, other LED and reset. So you're gonna use this 2, 4, 6, 8 later when you're gonna connect it. Okay, so now it's posting. The most important thing is in here, is that green light on the PCB. So that means we're posting, and it's A2, D7, and guys, what we have in here, we have a screen. So we in new CPU installed. I don't have mouse right now installed, so I don't have mouse connected, and I don't have also keyboard connected yet. It's good if you're gonna connect that too. Okay guys, so we have a keyboard right now. We're gonna connect that keyboard, this RGB keyboard with the extra USB slot, so it's two connections. Some keyboards gonna have the one. So we're gonna connect that to the USB. And we have mouse also to the USB. Okay, I'm gonna connect that mouse. Okay, job's done. Kind of done. We're gonna run the setup here, F1. You're gonna click F1 and we have that kinda, wait a sec. Kinda whole option window with the BIOS, yeah. And yeah, I can see it's 3.6 megahertz. Just see like that. I can't do it OBS or other program in here. So this is how BIOS look like for that 6-core processor, 32 gigabyte of RAM, DDR4. We're gonna change later for the XMP profile, and we're gonna tweak a bit, you know, that to the point like it's just better performance. But okay, if you don't want to do anything, this is the basic. You can see the boot screen, so it's okay. We are ready right now for the Windows installation. Here the components working, so I'm fine. Let's do it installation of Windows, and then we're gonna just mount everything into the case, and we're gonna be sure, hey, we have just complete build. We're gonna just test it later how it's gonna work, yeah? Okay, let's do it, guys. Now this is the things what I just gonna save. and I'm gonna see if the system gonna boot correctly. Okay, the system booting right now. We have the green light, so I think we're good with this. Okay guys, I already installed Windows 11, so the quick installation, everything is booting in here. That basic installation, basic tune-up is complete right now. We can install that motherboard because we are sure everything is working right now. I'm gonna just check up quick Windows right now, and we're gonna put everything inside to the case, and you can see the end result of the budget build 1440p. Yeah, kinda ultra gaming with this kind of stuff. And yeah, you have the RTX, and you have ray tracing, and you have the DSLR, so that is cool. We're gonna just move for the build right now. Come on guys. Okay, so we have case right now. As I said, a case have tempered glass option with the side vent. We're gonna leave it for now, this option. And in here you have 3 times 140 ARGB and 1 time 120 ARGB. And in here you have space for the, I think, easy to 80. I'm not sure, 360. Uh, 360 I don't think so, but 280 for sure on the top. We're not gonna mount any I/O, but this case is very universal case. Have also the extra window for the power supply exposed, and it's gonna be nice colorful case. Okay, so we're gonna take the back side part. We're gonna turn it to expose for you the back side. Of course, you have the PCB for the controlling all the RGB fans. What do you have? An extra the slots for the extra RGB fans, and you have all the kind of connection. What do you have to connect to the motherboard and to the other components, yeah. So this is how it's going. We're not gonna use that slot at all. We're not gonna use the SSD slot. We're not gonna use the HDD because we don't use it the old technology. This is the ancient technology. Use the M.2. The HDD some people still using. If they need the really big storage, 2 TB for my friend with a kind of narrow gaming expectations, because he only just mostly playing the driving games, so it doesn't need to be that much. 2 TB is over. It's really a lot of space for the few games, really good games what you're gonna play for the long time. Okay, so what do we have in here? USB connection for motherboard. Then we have of course the connection for the motherboard for the reset switch, power, HDD LED. We have connection for the USB, another the audio, HD audio for the front panel, and this is the fan connection in here. I don't think so we're gonna use any of those. Oh, this is the power delivery for that PCB, so we're gonna use that one. So I need the one cable with the SATA for connecting the SATA power delivery for the PCB. So we're gonna connect the fourth cable for the power supply for the power delivery PCB RGB fan. Here I have the 24 CPU GPU. We have SATA. One SATA is also needed. I hope so. It's not gonna be needed, but okay, it's needed. So we're gonna make it clean too. Okay, now we're gonna just mount the power supply into the case. It's gonna go with a fan ventilator to the bottom. We're gonna check if we're gonna fit in here. Not, so we have to remove the bracket from the bottom. The bracket holding those two screws. So I'm gonna remove them. Easy peasy. Oh, sorry. Okay, this is the second screw. And now we can pull that useless bracket away. Okay, in here in the box, of course, you have the screws. What I'm not gonna use it probably because I have my own complete of the screws, so I'm gonna use my screws. Of course, if you're gonna buy the case, it's your screws if you don't have, but I'm gonna be fine in here. Okay, we're mounting the power supply. Ooh. This power supply is a beast. Oh my god. It's just to the millimeters, guys, you know, that power supply in here, in that position. And yeah, this is how it's gonna look. Okay. Where are the screws? Okay. I'm gonna use the silver screws on the black case. I think they're looking more fancy, so we're gonna make a bit of shiny. Okay, and you have 4 places to screw that, 4 holes. So I'm gonna just grab the first one and the second one opposite side. And this is the third screw. And the fourth screw. Yeah, my mate just waiting patiently in here. Very silent in the corner. And this is the front now. MWE 10 watt, exactly, fully modular. Or for the full, not other full. But this is nice exposure, Monte. Cooler master, really nice window for the power supply. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is gonna be motherboard. So we're gonna pop whole pre-mounted motherboard. I'm gonna take it out the GPU right now, but I'm gonna pre-install just one slide everything, and you're gonna do it that as a pro, not as amateur, you know. You're not gonna pop that shit inside like a noob and just start connecting everything. You prep, you test, you install. you sure it's working, you know. That's the thing. So let's do the proper installation, yeah. Right, I have in here. I'm gonna slide that motherboard with the one swing. Yep. And now I think this is the small slot screw, so I'm gonna use the small screw. There's two types of this standoffs for the screws. Some screws they are a bit bigger, and M3, M4. It depends which case and producer. Be quiet using the bigger ones. And this one using the standard one, because I can see it just going smoothly, so I don't have to just hustle. But of course you have in the complete with the case the box with the screws, so they exactly screws what you need in the case. You're gonna put the 9 screws inside. I'm sorry. You're gonna put the 9 screws inside. For mounting the PCB from the motherboard. So I have 1, 2, 3. Fourth one is here. 5. Yeah, I know it's quite extended version, but if you would like to just build a PC, of course I can do it that much faster without all this explanation. But with the explanation it's just a bit taking more time. And yeah, you can learn something also. I can share also with my knowledge for the people what never build a PC. Or look in the budget PC, of course. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All of them done. So now we have motherboard. Solid rock. Oh yeah. Solid rock motherboard. And the I/O, nice and clean. If you're gonna buy the new motherboard, don't forget to take that foil out. And this motherboard is quite more expensive, so have already built on shield on the I/O. All more those fancy and new generation motherboards have the built-in I/O into the motherboard. No extra kind of aluminum shit. What you have to just click it into the motherboard and you can cut yourself easy. Okay, we have in here 1, 2, 3 connections again. So we're gonna connect 24 8-pin. Later we're gonna put the GPU, but GPU going at the end of the build. So now we're gonna do the whole back work, and then you're gonna just know everything is clipped and done, and the GPU going at the end, yeah? So what I'm gonna start from, it's gonna be 24 pin. You wanna just pop it in here. I'm gonna take this all cables clean, and then this is USB, so it's gonna go here. This is the connection for the power switch and the reset switch. So it's gonna go also same place where the USB go. We're gonna look for the HD audio, for the super audio effects. Just kidding, guys. Okay, this is the HD audio. so it's going also in the same slot. And then we have the RGB also. This is 3-pin RGB, so this is the 5-volt RGB. We're gonna clip it up to the 5-volt 3-pin RGB. Okay, so we have in here this cable that is not needed in here. Okay, so what we're going for next one, it's gonna be SATA delivery for SATA for power delivery for that small PCB for the RGB fans, yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna hide this. Okay, we're gonna hide this. Maybe I'm gonna strap right now. I'm gonna strap later. Now I'm gonna just hide it here because I'm gonna strap it at the end after the whole connection is complete. Okay, we have one PCI for the GPU. It's gonna go. Another cable, and then one CPU connection. Yeah, so it's gonna go in here. Later we're gonna nicely close that case so it's nice and clean at the back side. But for now we're gonna turn it everything to the front, and we're gonna connect everything what is needed. So 8-pin, bam. We have USB is in here at the bottom, it's not on the side. So USB has to go. Has to go to the bottom also. Okay. Okay. So lots of the connection at the bottom side of the motherboard. 24-pin clipped. We're going further. Okay, so we have HD audio because I think I didn't record me. So HD audio, USB 2.0, USB 3.0. We're gonna connect in here. So, and later I'm gonna pull that cable, of course. Maybe now. Okay. Yep, we got one. Okay, the next one. Yeah, I'm gonna pull that later. Okay, so what left? What left is RGB 3-pin. So we're gonna connect that to the RGB. I'm gonna go up below here. So here I have 3-pin 5-volt, and I'm gonna connect exactly how the pin's going. Okay, it's popped already, and now we have the last cable. Almost last cable. Last cable gonna be the PCI Express. PCIe to the GPU, but still this is very important because this is for the powering up a motherboard. So the first on the left at the top. So here I have 3-pin 5-volt, and I'm gonna connect exactly how the pin's going. Okay, it's popped already, and now we have the last cable. Almost last cable. Last cable gonna be the PCI Express. PCIe to the GPU, but still this is very important because this is for the powering up a motherboard. So the first on the left at the top is HDD plus and minus. So it's on the left and the minus is on the right. So we're gonna connect those. HDD reset. Sorry, HDD with the reset at the bottom. So this is HDD. It's going to first two pins on the left. Then we have reset. Okay. This is so. This is power. This is reset. This is another two pins. Another two. Okay, so from that side everything is connected. We're gonna pull nice and tight the rest of the cables from the back side, so it's just nice and clean in here. Okay, it's gonna be quite clean, I think. The end effect. Okay, so we have that. 8 pin connected, 24 pin connected, HD audio connected, USB 2.0 connected, USB 3.0 connected, 5 volt ARGB, RGBW, however you want to say that, is connected too. And we have all power switch, reset, HD LED, and then LED plus, LED minus inside also connected. So everything from the bottom is connected. Now only the graphic card and the back side also connection has to be done. But okay, from the back side, what we're gonna do, we're gonna strap nicely that cables, so everything is just nice and clean. Now this is the GPU cable. Yeah, okay. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just pull it like that, everything's strapped, and I think we should be fine. Oh, I'm gonna use some of those. Okay, we're gonna use the Be Quiet one. Backside we complete. Somebody think it's gonna be just kind of magic or some kind of that. No, it's not. Apparently we do this quite fast, and yeah, let's pop the GPU right now. One more thing about that connection here is still the fan connection, so I think this is that 3 pin. It should be this 3 pin in here, because I'm looking for that connection. Yeah, it's everything chained and on that cable, so we're gonna check it up, and we can just boot the system. And that's the thing, because the system is almost complete. I can use the strap in here, for sure. Be quiet strap. The strap has to be very tight in here if you want it nice and clean. Okay. Yeah, okay, so that's gonna go like that. Okay, let's do a GPU right now. Oops, sorry. And the GPU gonna go in here. No vertical mounting in here. PT will be also nice. I'm gonna remove the backside screws. Mounting the I/O plate of the GPU. Okay, it's going directly here. Pop, pop. Pew, pew. And we have GPU inside. We're gonna mount the screw back. Nice and solid, don't forget about that. You don't wanna hang in Mr. Winky in your computer. That's the thing about that. Okay, the second screw is nice and solid, like you can see. GPU is mounted, and now the GPU. I want tighter that cable, tight as can be, tight as my pants. I'm just kidding. Okay. Be quiet. You better be quiet. Okay. Okay, so we have everything right now connected. It could be nice clean cable. But yeah, unfortunately they have the double cables in here, so we're gonna use this one. Better that than nothing, you know. This is how the end effect look like. We're gonna right now boot that system, and we're gonna see if the RGB working, fans working. We have already everything pre-installed, so yeah, that's gonna be almost end of the story of budget build for 1440p ultra gaming for €600 budget. Probably $600 too. So this is it. Let's boot and let's see if the flawless RGB working properly. Okay guys, practically I should now start computer with power button on the top of the case. Like always, maybe just switch the power supply, man. Let's start. Okay, we're spinning. I'm gonna take the camera off from the stand. So we have fans in here on the front, and we have the fan in here. Okay, and system booting, system running. let's start it like that, and it's okay. We're gonna just go to the Windows right now, and we're gonna just check up all the things what with the GPU installation and the Windows installation. So this is the complete right now build for 605 euro. If you would like to just build up something like that for yourself, big competition for the PlayStation. So yeah, check it out, guys. It's a really good build.
I'll be back.